Good evening everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Today I've got nothing less than the EU Grand Finals for spring season for you. So we're definitely going to get some amazing games to enjoy. And basically let's have a look. We have BPS versus Jones tonight. It is a best of 9. So that means that the first 5 victories, there we go, we have a room. There's a 3-minute delay on the stream, and to avoid anyone stream sniping, I'm not going into that room just yet. But like I said, we've got Jones versus BPS tonight, and we're definitely... There's apparently like Wargaming had an official live stream, and they since sent people here to the portal or to YouTube. I'm not actually sure. But yeah, we're just going to have fun with it. Jones versus BPS. Best of 9, best for the EU server, and we'll have to wait and see who's going to actually be the champion for spring season here. Serenity got knocked out yesterday, and the day before that we lost APA. All these teams have fought phenomenally, but if we're going to look at the matches between Jones and BPS, you see that the last time they met each other, Jones won 4-1, and before that they met in the round robins, and they also won. Oh no, that's the other BPS. Let's see. Here we go. They won 4-0 then. Jones is incredibly strong this season, so that is something to keep in mind as well. We don't know yet what's going to happen, but we're definitely going to see some exciting matches. Anyway, some house cleaning. If you are from the EU server and you want to get rewards, you need to watch through the portal. Make sure that you are logged in, that you are that you have accepted your cookies, and that you're watching through the portal. The portal link is pinned in my chat, so you should be able to find it easy peasy. And basically there are 6 containers to be had. You get one every 15 minutes. And that also means that I will be streaming for at least 1 hour and 40 minutes, because that is the amount of time that is needed, that the portal gives out rewards. The timers on the portal are hard at 21:40, that is 1 hour and 40 minutes after the battle starts. That is when the timers stop on the portal, and even if I were to stream longer than that, the timers wouldn't work anyway, so you wouldn't be able to get anything. But yeah, if you want rewards, watch through the portal and make sure that you're logged in and everything. So let's have a look. Jones is not completely there yet, but of course they will be. They will be on time for the grand finals. They've got 2.5 minutes left to make it there. And BPS steadily getting ready. We see Yo appearing. And there we go, Jones steadily entering the room. Just over 2 minutes left to go. Like I said, it is a best of 9. We are starting it off in Vineyards. Vineyards, one of my favorite maps, or it used to be anyway. I dislike it since they changed the lighting on it. It was better when it was sort of like dusk. But overall, still a very nice map with lots of little dips and hills and basically ridgelines. And I like ridgelining in tanks. That is my preferred way of playing. And now BPS is completely ready. We see Foxy in the IS-7. We see 3 LTs, 2 Yos in the Concept 1B. And on the other side we see Jones getting ready. Not calling out that lineup yet because it might still be prone to change, but the tanks that they've chosen we've seen happen, or we've seen being played on this map more often. So let's see. I see lots of Russians talking in the chat. Basically, I will not be able to understand the word you're saying, so if you want me to respond to anything, then you will have to ask in English, sorry. I'm pretty sure your English will be better than my Russian. 1 minute left to go. Jones not yet ready, but they are slowly but surely getting there. We see 2 60Ps, 2 AMX 50Bs. Sorry, 1 60P and an IS-7 now with 3 LTs. LT is pretty much the tank of this season. There's lots of them around, and we see them wolfpack a lot. Basically, they just stick together and storm someone and then just basically nuke them out of the game. There is no... Lately, previous seasons, we have had seasons where the grand finals were held on the official channel. They are not doing that this season. I think also because there's no monetary prizes, just in-game prizes and everything. But yeah, Portal streams are there. They are semi-official, but they're not on the official channel. Countdown clock has begun. And here we go into the first game. Time is activated on the portal. Make sure to click away the pop-up, because otherwise they won't work. And let's have a look. Yeah, I like that. This is the only matchup of the evening. Jones heading towards the ruins, but sending whoopsie into the chat, into the base here. There's still chat going on. Way to success. Having a look in the middle, seeing who's there. Base A will be kept quicker because they're capping with 2. And it gives BPS a very slight advantage. Shots are happening. And BPS has lost a little bit of HP, as has Object 3. But now, pretty much everyone is digging in. We have Gaseo all the way at the back there. In the 60p. General down below. On the ramp here. Basically just spotting, not even there to necessarily shoot. This is a position I like in pubs as well, by the way. If you have a little bit of team behind you, it can work beautifully. The Yos are pushing towards the middle. Armour has been spotted for it. Ute not so much. Gaseo now moving. Ghosty is potentially in trouble. He is fairly alone there. They know have tanks behind him. Foxy gets that shot in but takes one back. And now we have way to success. Pushing in. That might be very precarious of him. Because now everyone is responding instantly. Way to success is being absolutely obliterated here. He's the preferred target and he is taken out very quickly. Object 3 not looking too healthy. Daniel gets murdered. Foxy is now the next one in line. Everyone drops down. Object 3 is still alive, if barely. General might well take him out, or will at least try to. But actually, Foxy gets taken out first, and Object 3 is still alive. Only there he goes, along with Gaseo. It is 5 versus 4. The AMXs have reloaded, or almost reloaded. Base A is being stolen. Base B has been capped already. Ghosty is not going to survive this. He gets taken out. And it will be up to Jones to make something happen. It is now 4v4. And we have Armour that is reloaded now. That was a good bounce. Very much needed. Armour is now reloading. Ute. We have 1v1s happening on the other side. Ute is trying to help. General has been taken out. Elmiri not looking the most healthy. But Armour took a big hit there from Ventium. And overall, this should be BPS's game. Even though Elmiri might not survive. Ute is now the last one left alive for BPS. And it just all like that push on Ghosty was all that Jones needed basically. That was the catalyst here. And now with these two AMXs, he's not going to survive. He's not going to make it, for sure. And there we go. Jones has it. First game is theirs. Also very curious. I couldn't watch the official live stream about what's coming in 9.0. I did hear some of the things that are in there, and I am curious how that will go. I'm mostly curious about the Japanese heavies, not gonna lie. And also how that will affect tournaments, because that is a thing as well. Because right now the meta is fairly still. We see 60Ps, we see LTs and IS7s with sometimes a pinch of Constant 1B or an AMX 50B, but usually those three tanks are very dominantly there. BPS now almost ready. There is so much chat going on now. Wow. Okay. BPS taking 5 LTs into concept on Bs versus 2 60Bs, 2 AMX 50Bs, and 3 LTs. That's going to be interesting to see. Not that much straw armor with the 60Bs rather than the IS-7s, but at the same time, very big booms. If they are shooting the same target, that could prove to be very dangerous. "33 seconds left to go before we go into the second game of this best of 9. No real passages yet, because with the best of 9 it means that the team that reaches 5 victories first will go through. And BPS has to get ready. This was so weird though, because it was just Ghosty being pushed and then suddenly all of Jones was there. It was very well played. Focus fire from Jones is on point. They kept some of the tanks alive for a lot longer than they should have been, really. BPS could just not kill them because they kept putting their own tanks in front of them. In the meantime, we have Oya in the chat. If that is the Oya I think it is, then it's really nice to have you here. So we have Jones heading towards the ruins, leaving base A for what it is, looks like. Whoopsie. We have Way to Success. And for those of you that do not know, Way to Success is, as far as I know, Ufpanjash from the Russian server. I'm not... Oh, look at this! Look at this! Object 3 just taking base B. It does take a hit for that, but that was so cheeky though. If they had gotten away with that, that would have been absolutely phenomenal. Wow. A and C have been taken by either team respectively. Little shots happening, but not that much damage being done. We have General. Basically Object 3 just wants to attack. And we have Jones rotating back towards their spawn. Wanted to attack C. The thing is that there's no one there anymore yet, so that's going to be interesting to see, because at the same time we see BPS now rotating through the ruins. So basically we have one move over here and one move over there, no tanks to shooting for either side. And that can be dangerous because those lights might be too far away. Base C is now being stolen. Jones is pushing in. Daniel gets spotted. He is going to go for base B. The lights are still in the ruins. Concept 1Bs are pretty much nicely dug in there. Ghosty taking a bit of hit there. Elmiri seems to only have 2 shells loaded. And the lights are now at A. We're sort of like rotating around. Jones so far have 2 bases. Big hit into General there, but Ghosty does lose quite a bit of HP as well overall. Gaseo losing HP. Base A is now being stolen. Ventium is being bled. Overly exposed there. Jones is not careful enough here. Basically BPS has been bleeding them a lot. Ute is the first one gone. And now we have the lights from Jones moving in to take out General. And we're going to enter another brawl phase. Ghosty saving his shot. Base B is being contested. Gaseo not going to live long enough. Mike does get another shot in and gets another bounce. Basically, Gaseo and Elmiri both got taken out at the same time. Base C is being stolen as well. There goes Ventium. And now we have Object 3 almost gone. He does get another shot in, but he's not going to survive another reload. There he goes. Whoopsie. Now in trouble. Will get that kill. But after that, he will get taken out himself. 4 versus 2. Base B is being taken. Base A is being stolen. Way to Success gets taken out. But Ghosty is now on his own. And he's on his own versus 3 of those little flea tanks. And he's not going to survive that. And the second game is for BPS. If he doesn't shoot underneath the tank. But there we go. The only Russian word I know, to be honest, is Nastarovia. And I know some words that are dodgies that I can't say on stream. But yeah. Great game by BPS here. As smoothly as the first game went for Jones, as smoothly this game went for BPS. They just got all the shots in. Basically keeping those lights behind it. Just basically, it started to fall when they were all just rotating around each other. And then Jones crossed over in a place where they got hit. And then they sort of like got stuck there. And that's when they just bled too much. And BPS reacted. One minute left before we go into the third game of this best of 9. And we have BPS now ready with 4 LTs, 2 263s, and they're going to stop on B versus 2 IS7s, 3 LTs, a 60p and an AMX 50B for Black Goldfill. That's going to be very interesting to see. Because overall, the 263 is not a tank you see very often in tours, and it might have been like the 268-4 has given this a bit of a revival. Because that's the thing, we don't see it that much. 268-4 we have seen it quite a bit, and it is a pretty good tank. When you face it forwards, it's near impenetrable. 263 can be more troll though. And smaller booms, but more mobility. Let's see. Here we go. And honestly, I kind of like how these 2 games went. Because they were quite brutal, both of them. But like opposite effects with the victories and all. And that just makes it all the more interesting to watch. So you have Jones focusing on the base A side. BPS focusing a bit more on both sides. And we have Evo and Object 3 heading towards base A. They have to be careful though. They know that that's not going to be completely undefended. And we have both Object 263s just waiting there. They are waiting for a push through the hills. And Whoopsie's not buying it. Spotting Turbo Cocket. Yeah, Jack said it right about the last game. That was exciting to watch. It was, I love that. Base C is being kept. Elmiri in the IS-7, holding around base A. Ghosty and Ute spotting each other up in the middle, but for the rest, no one is spotted right now. There's a fairly healthy advantage, though, in points by Jones. But look at those 263s just patiently waiting. We have the LTs in the spawn, with Way to Success now heading back there. They are setting a trap. The thing is, Jones is not springing that trap. And that could make things difficult for BPS. Ute loses a little bit of HP there, not much though. Let's see. Overall, both teams are now waiting. Armura might put extra bait in the trap. The 263s are now both in the caves. Gaseo is in trouble. There's a lot of guns there. And he is being bled hard. The rest of Jones is now responding, but it's not enough. It's not in time to save Kaseo. And now Amiri is basically caught out in the open. Whoopsie is pushing in. Ghosty is arriving. They're going for big booms and just basically ramming people to death. Taste and Daniel are caught out in the open. Evo gets taken out. And they have to be careful. They need to take out those one-shots. The light tanks. Look at the HP that Ghosty just lost. Going after General there. Sorry, not even General. Going after the lights there. Object 3. There goes Daniel. There goes Turbo. Amour. It's not looking too healthy. He's probably going to get taken out. He does. It is 4 versus 3, but 3 versus 3. We now have Ventium arriving. And they want... Ventium wants to help, but he's now having to focus on the concept. And he's basically there's no choice there. That is important, because that makes that a kill shot. And now it's just Amour. Amour is being chased. Ventium is not really giving chase because he's still reloading. And now they're going in. Because they can pincer him. And now he's tracked. And Ventium kills him off. Great game. Very aggressive both sides. And it looked to be going differently for a while there. But it looked to be going differently several times there. Not gonna lie. Fantastic game. This is like... I love games like this, when it's intense and when it's close and when it could potentially have gone either way. But it's small mistakes. In this case, just tanks crossing out in the open or standing out in the open, not really having any other chance and not having... they can't really do anything else. A choice, that's the word I was looking for. But yeah. 2-1 for Jones so far. Again, best of 9, no real passages yet. We see Jones now ready with 2 IS-7s, 3 LTs, a 60p and an AMX 50B. We see Spaghettis arriving on the other side. Looking at that, looking forward to seeing those. It's absolutely my favorite tank in the game. It's not really tournament worthy generally, so I'm curious to see how they are going to perform. But we see overall 1 IS-7, 3 LTs, 2 Spaghettis and a Yo. That is a very unconventional lineup. So I am curious how that's going to hold up in the tour. On Black Goldfill, it could work. Thing is that the Spaghettis, they have the burst damage, and I think that's what they're counting on. If they can burst damage those little LTs, that can make all the difference. So let's see, 14 seconds left to go. And then we'll see what happens in this 4th game. Let's go. Yeah, exactly what Jack said. Jones was a bit slow that game. And let's see. Let's see where those Spaghettis go. They are heading towards the base A area. A-ish, middle-ish. Object 3 deciding to not really be there. And BPS seems to be ready to wolfpack. Look at them all sticking together. Crossing over right to the middle there. This could be very interesting because now we have Ghosty in lots of trouble. The Spaghettis are there, but they have clipped. They are now losing bleeding HP very quickly. Ghosty is not yet dead, but they lost Turbo. Way to success. It's lost quite a bit of HP as well. This is sort of like an early brawl game. Daniel, almost gone. He's next gone. Ghosty is still alive, only now he goes down. Way to success. Not long for this world. The lights are just joining in now. General is almost gone. The way to success goes first though. There goes General. It is 6 versus 3 and this is definitely Jones's game. But this is more like ultra aggression from BPS that did not work out. Foxy being murdered brutally here. And we have Armour at the back there. Setting Foxy on fire and killing him off. And there goes Armour and it's all over. 1 minute and 40 seconds for this battle. That's one of the quickest battles we've seen. Very brutal game, but in this case I feel it's more BPS that lost this than Jones that won this. Jones just absorbed the push and just responded to it beautifully. Not having their tanks as spread out as BPS mainly thought or hoped that they would. I think that might have to do with the fact that they had those spaghettis that basically Jones had an inkling like we should expect a YOLO rush here, and that's exactly what BPS gave them. 3-1 so far. We are moving on to Fort Despair. And we see Jones taking 2 60Ps, 2 IS-7s, 2 LTs, and a -4. And look, oh my god, what is this? On the other side, we see 4 VK-72s, 2 AMX-50Ps, and 1 LT. I'm not sure what BPS is doing. Let's say it's unconventional to say the least. That is very interesting. Not sure if interesting is the best word. But wow. These are interesting matches though. They're very YOLO and I'm not sure that this is the way to go for BPS. But we'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, this is the first night that the portal has actually worked for me and not been giving me like false delay. No idea what's going on there, but I'll take it. And here we go, 5th match of this best of 9. Let's have a look what those VKs are going to be doing. You've basically, when you're Jones and you see this, you're going to be like, huh, what? And don't get me wrong, the VKs can have very, very big booms. But at the same time, they're slow and sluggish and got a nice bit of armor. But if you get beside them or behind them, that's a lot less potent. And Jones heading more towards the middle. AMXs are going up the ramp. VKs have been spotted, no surprise there. And first damage has been done already. They do shoot. Both sides. Turbo lost a little bit of HP there. This is the thing, they are very, very strong tanks. And like I said, they can do big booms, but this is a giant risk to take. They are taking base B. And Jones is letting them have it. We have the AMX 50Bs at the back there. And immediately, look at that. The reaction from Gaseo here is to not be there. He does take a hit back though. Whoopsie losing some HP. The VKs are digging in. He wants the 50Bs to be pushed. And now we have Jones reacting on this side. Going after those big hits there. And he is almost gone. We have Whoopsie at the back there. Elmiri getting pushed in the middle. There goes Daniel. Big hits into Amour there. Whoopsie gets taken out. Foxy not looking too healthy here. Trying to show you everything, but there's a lot going on in a lot of different places. Oof. Big hits into Ute there. 2 guns gone from BPS so far. Turbo. Foxy gets taken out. There goes Elmiri, there goes Ute. Turbo. Whoopsie, the other Whoopsie. There's 2. There's an U-Whoopsie and an Evo Whoopsie. Gaseo has been taken out. It is 3 versus 3. That hit not penning might be Telltale. And now we have 2 tanks left. General. Relatively healthy, but about to be reloading. He's got 1 shot left, but he's going to take a hit back. Or not. Ghosty now, sort of in pursuit of General here. Ventium is going to join. Way to Success is behind there. Big hits there. And this might be the... There goes Ghosty. But it is still very too healthy. Ooh, nice bounce there. Eva Whoopsie is not very pleased with the team. And Ventium bounces again. And now we have Object 3 in trouble. Getting shot repeatedly. Steadily being murdered. Ventium getting tracked. And now we have a corpse that is helping Object 3. But they need to get those shots in. Because Object 3... Oh, that is such very clever gameplay by BPS. But also, not gonna lie, some mistakes from Jones that I did not expect. Ventium wanted to get between the corpses. Literally cannot get there, and General takes him out. And the game is for BPS. With all those VKs. This should not have worked out this way. Like, honestly. Like, I'm happy for BPS, don't get me wrong. But this was mistakes that Jones made here. Rather than everything good that BPS did. And they worked it, to be honest. But those bounces on the AMX. And then basically Way to Success just getting behind their dash 4. 3-2. It's not over yet. It's a best of 9. So let's see. We now have Jones ready with 2 60TPs, 2 IS7s, 2 LTs and a dash 4. And on the other side, I'm seeing the reactions to all the VKs, like honestly. BPS not ready yet, we only see Foxy in the IS7. I can't imagine that they're going to take all these tanks again. And let's have a look what they're going to take. They've got 43 seconds left. General is readying up in the AMX 50B again. One of the VK72s at least is staying. We see an LT. But Amour, Daniel, Turbo. Tanks are being changed now. 29 seconds left to go. 3 60Bs, maybe? 4? No, one is an IS7 now. I can't believe they actually won that. But yeah, 2 60Bs, an IS7, an AMX 50B, 2 VK72s and an LT for BPS it is. Or maybe not. He's got... There we go, he readied up again. Was just gonna say, very little time left to change any tank here. I can't believe that BPS actually won that. And that was mainly those bounces by General in the AMX 50B there. And let's see. Let's have a look what they're going to do now. Here we go. Jones heading towards the middle-ish area. Whoopsie going to spot on the hill there. With Evo Whoopsie heading straight into the base. Ooh, that is cheeky. But no one is spotted. They're spotting at the back there, so they know that they're going to see. Which means that they might be able to take A for free. Not sure if they're going to risk that. Blind shots into happening to where Whoopsie would be. And they are going to risk it, I think. Risk it for a biscuit? I think they know that there's no one there. Jones is waiting. A is being kept. Blind shots happening into A. But he is getting it. And that is 2 bases for Jones. And now they need to take positions to dig in. We have object 3 taking down the tree to avoid it giving away his position later on. Hogging those rocks. BPS heading back towards the spawn. Not gonna lie, these games are anything but standard. When's the last time we've seen base A get capped on Fort Despair? Hardly ever. BPS now sitting. Turbo getting hit there. And taking the first actual damage. But overall it's a bit of a stalemate game. The thing is that Jones does not need to push anything anywhere. Oopsie. Spotted on the other side. Shots now happening. We have BPS moving, pushing, but Jones is just nicely dug in. They don't need to take any risk here. Base B is going to be contested, but look at the HP just vanishing from Ute there. He does get a big hit into object 3 there, but he does take a hit back. Now we have Foxy over there. They are trying to decap base B, and basically BPS is trying to make it expensive to do so. Big hits into object 3 there. He is a preferred target. Base B has been stolen. Ute ready for Whoopsie. But he does get that shot in. There goes Amura, there goes Whoopsie. Daniel's getting shot at. Eva Whoopsie losing a lot of HP here. And now we have Ute and Daniel that are both very low HP. Jones is slowly but surely moving in. Bit uncoordinated by Jones looks here. Like they were dug in, but they kind of forgot they needed to dig themselves out. Ute gets taken out. Almost new hat for Gaseo there. Ghosty, not looking too healthy, will get taken out. Object 3 is out as well. Base B is being stolen back. It is 4 versus 3, but we are 924.5 points. They need to stand in the base and they need to make sure... Oof, Evo managed to survive that little split second longer. Base B is being contested and that might be an issue. Evo gets murdered. There goes General. Base B is being capped. They need a base in order to win, and that's the thing. Oh, never mind. That was a very vital ammo rack. That is... wow. Aww. I feel bad for BPS now. What a game. That ammo rack was literally game changing. That made all the difference. They would have had to deal with him. And yes, they were still fairly likely to win that game. But that was just mean. Without that ammo rack, it might have been all different. Because he was standing in the base and he was keeping them from getting points. Wow. And now, Jones is up for match points. If they win this next game, then Jones is the champion of the spring season. Whereas BPS has to win 3 in a row in order to get there. This is just, wow. These games so far. And then that ammo rack. Oh, bless. BPS now ready for Castilla, which is going to get a nice new look. Looks like cartoonish, the new look, but we'll see. We see 5 LTs, an IS-7 and a Vicus for BPS. which sort of looks like it might be another sort of YOLO rush somewhere. Whereas Jones has 2 IS7s, 2 AMX 50Bs, 2 LTs, and 1 60DP. Nice little, what do you call it? You have in the middle the 60p, then LTs on both sides, then AMXs on both sides, and IS7s on both sides. I like patterns like that. I'm a bit of a nerd. Ten seconds left to go. Again, Jones is up for match point. So it will be up to BPS to get that little rabbit out of the magic hat or something like that. It's just such a weird game that was. And let's see. Lovely paintball camo on the 60p. And we have Jones heading towards the base C area. BPS splitting up a little bit. I think they're hoping to catch anyone unaware anywhere. And we have the lights moving into the middle. Foxy gets spotted. And he might be... Whoopsie is actually pulling back. With Evo Whoopsie going up the ramp, losing HP as he does so. Jones pushing in aggressively, going after Foxy here. Lots of fire lines happening every which way. And Foxy is being murdered from every side. Ventium almost gone as well. Not looking too healthy there. Foxy will get another shot in. Not sure if he's going to... No, there he goes. And that's the first tank gone. Now we have the IS-7s pushing on. Shooting Daniel as he tries to get out of there. Object 3 taking a bit of a hit there. The AMXs have to be careful, especially Ventium. And he has pulled back a bit. Oh, nice hit there. That was a blind shot. He won't have known that went in until he sees the stream or sees the damage afterwards. No base has been kept just yet. Way to success is on the hills. Base A is being kept now. Armor has been spotted. Basically now turning around to get behind the buildings there. Interesting stuff this though. Weird gameplay again. Way to success has been spotted. Ghosty is looking at him, wanting to get that shot to go in. Whoopsie and Oopsie. Looking at the Vickers. Vickers going up on that little ramp there. Whoopsie taking a hit from Way to success. And now slowly but surely, Jones is losing the control here. Because BPS has a base and they don't. Base B is protected and covered. So that's going to make things very difficult for Jones. Ventium has to be careful. He can't really push in. Elmiri is reloading his clip. Object 3 has been spotted. Nice bounce there. They want to get Way to success over there. Is he AFK? The LTs have been spotted. But they need to be careful. Eva Whoopsie is in trouble. Gaseo is caught out and alone. This is really weird gameplay, not gonna lie. Gaseo is almost gone. Is taken out. Object 3 is getting shot in the bum by Way to success. And in the front by the other LTs. There's not much he can do there. He has 3 lights in front of him. And basically he gets another shot in, but he is going to die here. There he goes. That's the second gun gone. Ventium is still alive, but is spotted and in trouble. Eva Whoopsie gets taken out. Oopsie, not looking too healthy either, is going to get taken out. There we go. It is 6 versus 2. 6 versus 1. And this game is for BPS in the weirdest possible way. This was literally just like Jones seemed to have not know what to do at all. Symmetry, thank you. That's the word I was looking for with the lineup. But that was the weirdest game I've yet to see. Even weirder than all those VKs. And Jones just didn't take any of the bases when they could, and just weird game. But BPS has that, so that's good. It's now 4-3, which means that there's still a chance. Again, Jones is up for match point. They win any other game, and they've won. But BPS is slowly but surely biting back. So there is that. Jones now ready for the second match on Camp Stilla. With 1 IS-7, 4 LTs, a 60p and an AMX 50B. And on the other side, no one has readied up yet. I'm not sure if they are aware yet. No, thank you, Oya. There's 3 minutes delay on the stream, so anything that I say in response to the chat, you hear like 3 minutes later. "41 seconds left to go. Now we see 2 IS-7s and potentially 5 LTs. And on the other side, the AMX 50B has been changed for an IS-7. So you've got 2 IS-7s, 4 LTs in a 60p versus 2 IS-7s and 5 LTs. This is... wow. It's... weird games, this, honestly. Here we go with the countdown clock. And let's see how this goes. I'm all for tiebreakers. Tiebreakers make for the best finals generally. Especially when they're games like this. Like, honestly. With all the weirdness, you can't exactly think that this is not a good matchup. Because it is going up very evenly. In the last game, BPS really had Jones confused. Let's have a look. Jones heading towards the base A section. BPS a little more spread out, but mostly going towards A. Or the middle. The light's really waiting there just to see who's where to go somewhere. And we have Jones going for a quick cap with 2 tanks. They might meet the 2 IS-7s, but they probably will cap before that. The IS-7s are heading towards the Citadel. Way to success going up the ramp there. Turbo is there to spot. Eva Whoopsie. Ghosty and Way to success spot each other there. And the IS-7s are almost at the ramp. Look at these, like, new TD models in the game. They're not even spotting each other yet. I always love those moments. They know that someone has to be somewhere. Oof. C is now being capped. B is uncontested. Well, not open, so basically they need to avoid being there. Base C has been capped. Blind shots happening into the base doing no damage. Way to success. Eva Whoopsie has been spotted. And Way to success is in the corner there to see anyone else who's there. But there's a comfortable point advantage for Jones here. They don't really need to push. They mostly just need to survive. And be patient. Foxy has been spotted. Takes a bit of a hit there. Will remain spotted for 20 seconds now. That's also like the thing that people tend to forget about the LTs. They don't know where the other LT... Oh! Eva, whoopsie, very low on HP suddenly. Losing more and more HP. Has to really not be there. Does get another shot in. But gets taken out. He did not move from that spot. I do not understand. Now the LTs on the other side have been spotted. But Jones lost the tank. And that is very important. Gaseo being quite forwards here. Having spotted up those light tanks so they know that they're there. Jones is a gun behind now. They're still ahead in points though. And that's important to note. Whoopsie and Almiri. Almiri going probably towards the... There's a plane. Going towards the spot where Evo was. But that's the thing. He didn't move from there. Even though he was getting shot to hell. Shots being taken. Not necessarily penning. Almiri being more careful. Ghosty in trouble. Not in the best of positions there. Gets tracked. Takes another hit. And takes more hits. Needs to get out of there. And probably not towards the direction that he's now turning. Because he's just going to get shot more by Ute there on the hill. So far now they've missed him a few times. Amore taking a hit there. We now have Foxy pushing. Taking loads of hits. But there's sort of like... BPS is now pushing. And they have to. We have Uupsi being set upon on the little hill over there. Gaseo decides to drop down. Uupsi is not going to win this. Versus 2 tanks. He might get a few troll shots, but not enough. He's going to die on the next reload. And he does. Turbo has been taken out as well. Jones is going for base C. Base A is also being capped. By a very healthy Ute. Gaseo tries to not be there. But he is in a lot of trouble. Because he's driving straight towards where everyone can shoot him. Ute. I'm not sure what he's doing. He seems to be a bit stuck in the water there. Jones now has 2 bases. Gaseo is in a horrible position. He's going to get taken out. Base B is now also being capped. There goes Gaseo. Ventium might be in trouble. There's some relatively low HP targets on BPS's side. But they need to make sure all those shots hit. Ghosty is not going to be long for this world. Foxy not looking too healthy either. And they are going after the LTs, but there goes Object 3. They seem to be uncoordinated, getting in each other's way. Ghosty is taken out. 904 points now. There goes Amur, but Elmiri is also gone, and now it's just Ventium. Are we going to get a tiebreaker, guys? This was, again, just... Jones seems to be unprepared for sort of like the control chaos that BPS has been bringing. Or this just isn't their map. That could be the case as well, but this was really unlike the Jones that we know and very well played by BPS here. And some things I don't really understand. Evo getting shot that much but not moving out of that position literally cost them again a tank early on in the game. And now we are moving on to Faust for a tiebreaker. Faust, one of my favorite maps in the game as a whole, but also for tours because it's interesting. There's 4 caps, lots of stuff that can be done and happen. I am very curious how these 2 teams are going to perform there because I've rarely seen Faust this season in tours, if at all. Let's have a look. I do expect a lot of LTs running around and everything. Let's have a look. tanks are being changed. AMX 50Bs are being taken out. I think that might be a bit of a risk. This is literally the last game that we're going to see tonight. Well, I'm going to be showing you a lot of replays after, but the last tour game. Whoever wins this match will be champions of the spring season. And we have Jones getting ready with 2 IS-7s, potentially 2 AMX 50Bs, 2 LTs in the 60p. No, we have another 60p now, rather than an IS-7. And on the other side we see a VK90, 2 IS-7s, 3 LTs and AMX 50B. This is so weird. So far these games has just been really weird. Fantastic, but weird. And let's see what they're going to do. And here we go. Last game of this evening. Jones heading towards the C area. BPS not leaving A completely unattended. C and D being kept at the same time by 2 people on each side. And Jones is being very aggressive here. Going after those LTs before they can get out. Way to success actually getting stuck there. It's probably not going to help him. He does get hit once, but manages to survive and barely get hit. Base B is being cheekily capped by both IS-7s. Object 3 is chasing. But they will need more than that. The rest of Jones needs to be there. They are going to go after Foxy here. Whoopsie loses some HP. The AMX is getting in each other's way. And now, moving out of there. Foxy is quickly getting murdered. That's the first tank gone, but they lost a lot of HP doing that. HP difference isn't all that big. Object 3. Amure arriving at the bottom there. I'm going to try and show you. That fire did take out Object 3 and that basically cost him the gun advantage again, but now Amure is also dead. Whoopsie gets taken out. Sorry, I'm missing a lot of action because I'm trying to get underneath the building and that doesn't always work right. Big hit into Daniel there. We have way to success moving in around the back there. Along with General. Gaseo is on his own. That's the big issue. He's going to get murdered, but he might still get a shot into Ute there. But that's a gun that they are going to lose, and that will give Jones a gun disadvantage here. General is almost gone, but so is Gaseo. And there they both go along with Ventium. It is 3 versus 4. HP wise, BPS is the advantage. This is going to make things very tricky. Whoopsie is not going to survive another reload. There he goes. This is BPS's game. BPS has this. Winning this many games. Oh God, the stupid buildings. BPS winning weird game after weird game with very weird lineups. Jones sort of like losing their touch here for the last couple of games. That was not the Jones we've seen play before. They seemed chaotic, caught off balance. And it's BPS that caught them off balance. Massive congratulations to BPS. Fantastically played. Weirdly played, but fantastically played. These were definitely very, very entertaining matches. Quick, brutal, weird lineups. You name it, it's got it. What a finals. So that is it for the tournament. So just to... yeah, now it shows that. BPS won. Jones came second, Serenity third, and APA came fourth. That is the top 4 for the EU server. This is not like properly ordered. But massive congratulations to BPS. You did it! So yeah, with that done, I still need to fill about 45 minutes with replays so that the portal times can continue. Because like I said, I promised that I would stream for at least the amount of time that you can get all the rewards on the portal. And the portal time is cut off in about, well, when you hear this, 42 minutes. So yeah, let's show you some replays that I've got. Let's have a look. I'm going to show you this one first, I think. It's just so weird. The thing is, like, when you try to spectate Faust, the issue is that when you try to go into the buildings, it sometimes just jumps above, or if you drive into a certain building part. And I want to show you all of that, but it's really hard to navigate the camera properly, so basically derping all around. And it really looked to be going in Jones's favor, but I think that because they were on so many different levels that game, it didn't work out for them. Very well played by BPS there. Let's see. This almost looks like I've seen it before. I have seen it before, so you're going to see it again. Oh well. And it's basically... I love games like that though, because they're unpredictable and the matchup is unpredictable and it just makes it more interesting to watch. I'm seeing the chat now and it's just... I honestly can't believe BPS won this with the way that it was going at first and just basically like the weird line. They really caught... oof, nice ammo rack. They really caught Jones off guard after Fort Despair. It's weird, it was so weird. The chat is going wild. Let's see. One A3 really looking at them. But really great games all around. Jones has been absolutely fantastic this season, so strong, so steady, and I want to remind all of you that BPS actually lost their games against Jones several times. And then to win like this, on a tiebreaker in the grand finals, fantastically done. So yeah, definitely commiserations to Jones because you've been phenomenal all season. But wow, well done BPS. And now the thing is, 60p here seems a bit undecided on, well, he's not reloaded yet. He couldn't shoot anyone anymore. But yeah, definitely replays time. Oh, these games though, honestly. Let's see, casual 6.2k damage. I've got some Yusuf games that I'm going to show you. So let's start with this one. AMX 50B. A tank I don't really pay that much attention to because it is not a bad tank. My stats are pretty good and everything, I just don't enjoy it that much. Thing is that I always download the replays like in the channels that I use for replays. And sometimes people send it in multiple channels, so then I suddenly have it in multiple ways. But because the names are so long, I don't see that it's double. Oh well. Yusuf being a bit more careful, not going for the base cap here. Cheeky little shot there. He does take hits back for it though. Now he's fired. So that's the third shot. Oh. Yusuf no longer wants me to show his games, apparently. I like how supportive the chat is. To be fair, I'm not that big a fan of players playing outside of their region. I am a fan of Wolfman Josh though, I will freely admit that. Seen him play in real life. Very nice guy overall. I'm getting messages. Not sure where though. Let's see. It's pushing in. Nice little kill steal there. Only 3 tanks left. Force going to get company behind him. Turning around, which is going to be helpful to our Yusuf. Getting some extra damage in. There we go. You could reload. There you go. You could reload the clip I was gonna say. But yeah, I still got like 40 minutes left to go before I can end the stream. No idea where their meds went. But there's a fully clipped, full clip AMX coming for them. Nice. Juicy tank does help with the damage. Thing is that normally a spaghetti can eat an AMX for lunch. They're both pushing. He has to be careful. Oof. Not sure if he's going to get any shot on a shot. Oh, he might now. I would just push at this point with this amount of points. Just for the damage. There he goes. Lovely little first class. Cheeky little game overall. Let's have a look what else I've got to show. I keep wanting to check like tournament scores. Let's see. I got that one twice as well. I'm going to start with this one then. Object 268. Thing is, like, the Russian TDs, they're all very similar. Different, but similar. When it comes to the tier 10 ones, I mean. But I like all of them, and they all have, like, different aspects of it that I like. see. It's being pretty forwards here. Oh, poor dude. Let's see, it's not supremacy. If he pulls back further, he's going to be dead. Nice. 60p didn't even get to shoot. Now he has. Nice shot. 666 damage. $60p now also gone. The grill has arrived. Waffle not looking too healthy. They've lost 2 tanks themselves as well though, so that's an issue. And there's a ship one. Oh, literally getting pushed there is not really the best thing. Waffle gets taken out. Nice little bounce. I think he's got one more shell. Or not, no, he must be reloading if he's running like that. Then casually turning and shooting someone else, just as easily. Nice. Bit undecisive as to which way to go. Oof. Definitely go for the more HP target. Can HE his bum? No, he's not even trying that. It's done a nice bit of damage there though. That bounce though. There we go, casual 6k damage. Nice. This is still such a nice tank too. Let's see. We've got like half an hour left to fill. Oh, let's stick with the high tier TDs. Got a few replays in that I want to show. Mainly because I want to see them. Well, on my server, that's where I collected replays, but overall, I don't think I've got any over 9k games. .263, such a nice tank though. Pretty troll. YOLO wagon for a reason. My neighbor flowers delivered to him today, and I put it like in front of his door with a little bit of a bucket with water because he didn't want the flowers to go bad. He just texted me that he put the bucket back, as in near my door. He's probably heard that I was streaming. And yeet. Well, not yeet yet, but nice hit. This is why it's the YOLO wagon. It can work beautifully as the YOLO wagon. There you go, that's one gone. Got a nice little bit of team there though. 1-1. Oof, big hit there. That is technically blocking and pushing your teammate, you know? Oof. YOLO wagon on the move. Get poof. He did not get that though. Nice little shot there. Adrenaline activated. Again, YOLO wagon is named that for a reason. Mainly because it... Well, in this case, it's getting hurt a lot, but it can get away with YOLOing most of the time. Cheeky little bounce there. Let's see. There goes Sherry. And now we're YOLOing the E5. Yeet! Nice little bounce. And he's getting some help. Nice shot there. You should have this really. There we go. Casual 4.4k so far. Ooh, it's a stargazer. Oh, that's nearly the end of him. Now the stargazer is reloading though. That thing is so strong. Casual 5k so far. Ah, he does get killed. But they're still winning for sure. There he goes. Thank you, Aloha. Really, I'm just filling the time now with replays. 5.5k damage. Nice little game. And let's see. Like I said, I have more TDs. I'm going to show all the TD replays just because I can. This was... I mainly wanted to see this because I got a comment. Basically, the comment with it was that he survived on 1 HP. So I'm really curious to see what happens here. Let's see. I'm going towards the campy spot. Bad Chat, of course, arriving there first. Literally blocking now. Let's see. Oof, just aimed a little bit too high there. Why is that people always feel the need to comment that sort of stuff? Oh! That pen! Leo going there. Too fast to get hit in the bum though. Nice little shot again. Spaghetti arriving. And bouncing. E3 can be so troll. Nice shot. My 7 is gone. You will need another shot at least to kill that spaghetti. In the meantime, spaghetti can't really get behind him, otherwise he's doomed. I think the spaghetti wanted hope to track him. That definitely helped. And oh, can't believe that actually penned. Casual 3.8k damage so far. T57 Heavy really wants him. Just has oof. 1 HP. There's the 1 HP. No, he's probably not going to survive this reload though. He's not wrong. Oof. And a bounce. He's still on 1 HP, guys. $6.3k damage so far. Leo is giving up, running away. So now we just have a light and a TD left, and they're both over there. He's unlikely to arrive there in time to do any more damage. Unless the Batchat manages to run past. But that's unlikely. That's the hug, and there he goes. And he does survive on 1 HP. I don't know if I have any color went off replays. I don't watch the replays beforehand because I want my reactions to be genuine. Lovely little game this as well. I'm just skipping the second screen because it's not useful. 6.3k damage. Well done. Let's see, where's the next TD? I haven't shown this one yet because it doesn't have a 1 behind it. And it's not a 1 in the TD. It was fun though because like the other day we had like only games in on Canyon for some reason. Didn't even see that before, but we just had Canyon in replays. It was weird. That HE shell, by the way, penned on like the roof. There's this tiny sliver where you can fully pen, and he did it. And yes, Tim, you're right. Tim just said that wish I had sent Amma a replay earlier. Too late. Her laptop will die if she has to get it from Discord, and that is true. This is like my laptop manages this, but I need to avoid doing anything extra because otherwise everything will shut down. I would really love to have a proper desktop setup, but it's money that I don't have. So unless I win the lottery, that's not going to happen. Oh, juicy. Beautiful. That standard B is probably not going to survive this. There we go. And now he's going to climb back up, looks like. Oh, cupola. Cupolas are fun. Oh! Look at that damage in a shot. Brilliant. Yeah. Oh, poor T30. E3 arriving. Oh. Again with the shot that did loads of damage. He does take a hit for that. He's decided that he shouldn't be there. He's not wrong. How is that guy still alive though? Oof. Again with the giant hits. That E3 is not the brightest potato. Oof. He's not going to survive this. No. Oh god. How do you bounce like that on a grill? That's going to be the end of him. Oh, why do you have to be rude though? There we go. Oof. Oh crap, I forgot to... I always, like, it's a first class, but that's 7k damage. Beautifully played, it just didn't work out. If the 60p had helped him by taking out the E3, then it would have been all different. Let's see. I have another one in the 268 and I'm going to show that to you, and it's going to be Yusuf's replay again. On Fort Despair. They're going towards the middle. Or more towards the base C area, apparently. Let's see. This is a spot it can work really well, especially when you get shots like that. Oh, just out of his sight. Yusuf is moving back to help his teammate. He's camping T54. Defty getting shot a lot in the bum. Yes, of course, we just jump on in. Quite literally. And that's one way to kill someone. They kind of need to push this guy. It's kind of like if you can't help the other flank, you have to push this flank. Nice little tracking shot as well. Yusuf getting shot, but leaving Amin to it. And there he goes. They're holding pretty well there. H-E. Woohoo! Beautiful shots, Yusuf. Very cheeky shots. But it works really nicely. Being a bit greedy though. Nice. Casual 4.7k. There we go. And there he goes. Well done. First class casual near 5k. You missed out on 10 damage there, Yusuf. Otherwise that would have been perfect. But lovely little game. Let's see, what else have I got for you? Let's see. I've got this one that I don't think I've shown yet. In the meantime, I'm going to create some light here. Sky is absolutely beautiful, like really soft pink and orangey cloudness right there. Wish I could show you. I can't believe that spring season is like already over. I mean, I'm kind of happy that it was a relatively short season. But I can't believe it's already over. Let's see. Base C being kept. The heavies seem to be slowly pushing towards base B, but don't seem entirely convinced that they want to be there. Because I think they could have been there already. Let's see. This thing's over there. Ooh, there's a batch of Burask. Who's now hightailing it out of there. He's holding this line, but he's not really doing that much yet. This is one of those tanks that's got so much... It reloads so quickly. Oof, that didn't pen. And there he goes. Shark is not going to survive all that much longer, I'm afraid. He's not killing the Lover though. That's the thing with VK100-01P. That cupola, regardless of how much he wiggles, it stays penetrable. There goes lower finally. And our Action X just keeps turning. And in a way I understand, but he doesn't need to wiggle if no one is going to be shooting at him. There's a Tiger too. Casual farming happening here. Shark is taken out now. You should be able to have this. 1 HP? Seriously? Me, you gotta be pissed if that happens, really, don't you? And we're just going in, farming some more. And there's nothing the third can do about it. And then we're just going to continue on towards the defender. So if you've watched from the beginning, then you should have all your rewards now. There's a few minutes left before the timers on the portal stop. Like I said, I will be sure to stream all of those. Well, I can't take a picture when I'm in the middle of the stream, Yusuf. Because that's a bit of a rude thing to do, to just up and leave the stream. Because I can't take a picture where I'm sitting right now. You don't really see it properly. Oh, you should have this. Oof. Betcha Burask is heading in. Almost new hat. There's the Batchat. Casual 4.7k so far. Oh, that was a needed bounce. He will probably get... Oh no, he does not. He does not get the kill. The Scorpion takes the kill though. But 5.1k damage. Wow. Well done. This is another one of those tanks, just like the Chimera. I know that they're both really good tanks, I just do not enjoy driving them. There's tanks in Tier 8 that I much prefer to these, but that's more to do with my playstyle. I know the tanks are really good, just don't like them that much. Let's see, I've been wanting to show this as well, so I'm going to do that. Because Felhiche has been, probably pronounced that wrong, sorry. Felheis could also be the name, I don't know. But he's been patiently watching a lot of my streams, joined the Discord server recently and all. So I want to show him off as well. Let's see. Yeah, this teammate is not looking all too healthy right now. They decide they don't really want to be there anymore, which I think is a good call. He might not make it out alive though. Poodle is enjoying the scenery. It's not AFK because he is turning his gun. Let's see. Nice little bounce there. He has to be careful not to lose his teammate immediately. Because he is very low on HP. And every time he shoots, then his teammate can shoot him too. There we go. And the teammate still lives. Just do not ask how. This is like the best way. Highest HP guy from the toon. Basically distracts. Now his teammate is dead though. You kept him alive for so long. Smartum doing some good damage there as well. 4v4. Let's see. There should still be a heavy in a med somewhere. Oh, that tracking shot is important. That tracking shot is equally important. Not sure if he's still spotted. Talk is still alive as well. Well done. Now he's spotted. Oof. 3v2. One of which is a Tog. Smartum seems interested in just going in. That's not good. He's going to die very quickly. And there's nothing he can do about it. Sue has moved. For all intents and purposes, he should not win this. I'm slightly hopeful. That miss definitely helped. Now Dracula is running off, does get killed. Talk can easily outgun him though, that's an issue. Has to be careful of that Sue. Equally important. And he can't really fix his engine, that's an issue. He's almost out of AP as well. But where did that Sue go? Especially with a broken engine, this has got to be nerve-wracking. You can almost fix it. Yay! They know he's there. He's not spotted right now, though. Oh wow, between the rock and a hard place. That bounce. Oof, that is lucky. Again, that bounce! What is up with that? He's just pre-aiming. He doesn't have that much time left though, that's an issue. You can do it, you can do it. Oh my god, not aimed enough. Oh, not fair. What a game though. And yes, time has officially stopped. But wow, what a game. Aw. That last shot, you could have... Yeah. There's no use my telling you what you could have done, but that is heartbreak. Look at the donors on that team as well. Fantastic game, just sorry it didn't pan out. But yeah, times have officially cut off on the portal. You hear this in 3 minutes, but still. That is it for me. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Massive congratulations to BPS. Commiserations to Jones, but you've been fantastic. And of course, hope to see you all next season again. For me, this is the last stream for the season. I want to thank all my mods, especially for moderating the chats throughout my streams and everything. Really appreciate that. And thank you all for watching. Like I said, I hope to see you guys again next season. And yeah, bye-bye for now. Have a good day, have a good weekend. And I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye-bye.